stand clear of the doors.
EPCOT.
Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Epcot.
Welcome aboard the Walt Disney World monorail to Epcot. For those of you standing, please hold on to the handrails throughout our journey and stay clear of the doors. For the comfort of others, no smoking, please. Smoking, please. Thank you. Thank you. We are traveling to Epcot.
Traveling to Epcot. To Epcot. To Epcot.
To Epcot.
EPCOT.
To Epcot. To Epcot.
Our goals for Epcot Center are quite clear. We want to first entertain, then inform and inspire all who come here, and above all, to instill in our guests a new sense of belief and pride in mankind's ability to shape a world that offers real hope to people everywhere in the world.
Experimental prototype community of tomorrow. Tomorrow. Experimental prototype community.
Good evening, my friend, and welcome home and to WDW Radio Live. I am your hat-wearing host, Lou Mongello. It is Wednesday night, my favorite night of the week. Thank you so much for being here. If you're watching live, please sit back, relax, tag, and invite a friend. If you're watching on the replay, don't forget to join us here every Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern and turn on notifications both in the clubhouse and on the WDW Radio page so you don't miss a thing. So, you may or may not be able to tell by my not-so-fancy outfit that tonight crept up on me very quickly. I have been literally head down all day long, getting ready for my Momentum Weekend Workshop, which starts this weekend. I actually go tomorrow to check into the hotel and start getting the boots on the ground things set up and organized, get the warehouse that is now occupying my guest bedroom moved from here to there to start setting up. And of course, tonight I had some weird epiphany and completely am rewriting one of my presentations, like from the ground up. One slide is basically the same, and I am starting all over again. So we'll see. We'll see if this is a smart move or if it's a train wreck waiting to happen. Follow hashtag Momentum21, and we'll see what people have to say from there. I see there's a couple of people who are watching live. I am looking forward to seeing you in just a couple days. Jim Rohoski, it's a hoodie. Every Floridian needs at least one, probably only one, because you only get a couple of relatively. I like the hoodie days. It's just the past 2 weeks in Florida. Go back to show, oh gosh, what was the Moving to Florida show? 582. Somebody please help me. What's the Moving to Florida show? The reason to move to Florida, forget everything I've said in that show, are these 2 or 3 weeks that we get what we call winter here in Florida, where it's jeans and hoodie and fire pit outside, and that's the kind of weather we live for. So good to see so many of you. Ryan Donahoe, I have not forgotten about listen, reach out to me next week. Once momentum is over, God willing, a lot of things settle down. I have not even been to the parks, let alone Docking Bay 7, but we will make that happen. If only there was somebody else that maybe we could bring along with us that likes Star Wars, that likes food, that could nerd out and get all of the references that Ryan. Maybe I'll post something in the group and see. I will let you plead your case to join us for live dining reviews, because nobody has more fun than us and food than us on dining reviews. Kira, it is good to see you. Mike, Jason Red, Luis Ramos, always making me hungry with your photos from the Jersey Shore. And Jim loves the fact that he doesn't need a heavy coat here. Grace Corba, good to see you. Tacey Atkinson, you'll be missed this weekend. Angela, I cannot wait to see you this weekend. Laura, Heather, Amber Bramble, whose name I cannot say without saying full Amber Bramble. So if I missed your name, I apologize. I know I want to make sure I recognize you and say hello, but I also don't want to do like a 2-hour romper room. And actually tonight we are going to do a relatively, in Lou Mongello terms, short show. Why? Top 10 reasons why. Number one, tonight crept up on me, and I was not prepared with all the things I like to normally go over. Number two, I wanted to talk about Eternals tonight until I found out that a lot of people have not necessarily seen it yet. I don't want to spoil it for everybody, so I'm going to give you one more week to get out and go see Eternals. If you can go see it in a theater with reclining seats, bring a blankie like I did. Wow, what a difference it made, but I will save my reviews and comments about the Eternal, of which I have many, for next week. If you want to talk about them beforehand, you can go over to our spoiler support group over at WDWRadio.com/spoilers and talk about it there. There's already a lot of conversation happening there. Speaking of Laura Sleeper, cannot wait for momentum as well. I hope you feel that same way after my opening presentation on Saturday, which, like I said, completely redoing from the beginning. Like, I started from scratch tonight. Probably not a good idea. That's if you're a future speaker, don't completely revamp your presentation, but we'll see. We shall see. Speaking of, was I even talking? Yes, we were talking about Docking Bay 7. We were talking about food. Did you get a chance to listen to my conversation this week with the authors of Delicious Disney, where it really is recipes and stories from Walt Disney World? I had to have these ladies on, not just because I love Pam Brandon, but when I got the book, I was like, wow, this is great. Another Disney cookbook. Pam has written about 20. That is not an exaggeration. And then I opened it up and I started to go through it. I'm like, wait a minute. Like, it's a cookbook, not in the Twilight Zone, aliens coming down to eat us metaphor, but it really is more than just a cookbook. It is a history book. It is a trivia book. It is a storybook. It is a photo book. I said it on the show because I mean it. You literally, and I do. I have a copy for the kitchen because I don't know what happens in those magic boxes down there. I just know I get called to go down and there's food there. I have one on my shelf because it is one that I like to sort of thumbing through and referencing. And you could keep it on your coffee table because it's a coffee table book about, first of all, it's huge. Like, it's a massive, massive book. It is, and I have no horse in the race, by the way. This is just me, like, loving this book and loving what I do. It's 306 pages, but it is gorgeous. Like, not just the pictures of the food, but some of the stories and the history. And speaking of Docking Bay 7, the concept art that's in here, there's stuff in here that I've never seen before. Not that I am the arbiter of all things Disney history, but there's concept art that I have never, ever seen before, from not just attractions, but pavilions. It's beautiful. It is a beautiful book, and I am famished. I have not eaten anything literally all day other than an acai bowl, and that's just not cutting it, which is reason number 11 why it's going to be a relatively short show. So if you go to this week's podcast and answer the so very simple, because I'm making it easy for you, trivia question there, you get the signed copy of Delicious Disney, which is signed by both Pam and Marcy. And also, I got to find it. Oh, there it is. There you go. It's also signed by Chef Art Smith. And it comes in this fancy schmancy homecoming Florida kitchen potato sack bag, which you can do with what you like. Come for the book, get the potato sack bag for free. And I might even throw something else in there too. So if you've listened, let me know. Do you dig it? Did you dig this week's episode? What I also want to know, you can share it here, but I really want you to share it in the clubhouse. What is your favorite dish in Walt Disney World? Or if you are a chef de cuisine at home, what's your favorite sort of Disney dish to make at home? Or, wait, better yet, if you have your own take, I take glasses off for effect. Plus I hate the reflection. If you have your own at-home spin on a Disney dish, share that in the clubhouse as well. I would love to see it. Depending on what it is, I'd probably love to try it. Yes, I take food donations. It would not be the first time I've gotten food in the mail. Top 5 weird things I've ever got. Wait, somebody write that down. One day I'll do a top 5 and I'm very grateful for every single one of them. Top 5 strangest things I've ever gotten in the mail. I actually might have a tough time. Well, I take that back. Maybe it's not going to be as easy as I thought to get to number 1. Top 5 things I've ever gotten in the mail. There you go. So let me quickly go back and catch up on some of. So the book is available on Shop Disney now. It also is available for pre-order, which doesn't come out till April on Amazon. So if you want the book now, go to Jim. Thank you very much. Go to Shop Disney. If you want to wait, use your Amazon credit. You can go to Amazon.com and get it there. So Deborah is asking about a meet of the month for November. I'm going to try and pull something together. This month is a little crazy because after this weekend, next weekend, we have, let me just do this. Not next weekend. Sorry. Next weekend, I'm going to get this right one of these days. Next weekend is Destination D. I'll be there. Sing It, Jackson 5. I'll be there next weekend, so we can do like a little mini meetup there. And then the following weekend, I will be at and live from the House of Mouse Expo. November, it's a busy month. So weekends are shot. I might be able to sneak something in on a weekday. Probably not going to happen. I probably just cannot align the stars to make it happen. Plus, I've got my daughter's birthday. I've got Mickey Mouse's birthday. And we've got Thanksgiving. God, I'm thankful for you. But anyway, moving on. Let me see. Let me pre-order the kick. Am I ready for Thanksgiving? God, absolutely. I'm not even close to thinking about Thanksgiving yet. Kira says, I love the fact that Food Rocks is the background image there. Hot take. I love Food Rocks. It was part of my childhood. I was more of a kitchen cabaret guy, obviously because I'm way, way, way older than you, but I also did Food Rocks and the very interesting, so very 90s take. If you go back and listen to our Music of Epcot Future World edition, we talk a lot about Food Rocks. And oh, by the way, I have not forgotten about you, Music of Disney M/Hollywood Studios and Music of Disney's Animal Kingdom. If only there was somebody who knows a lot about Disney music and Disney history who could join me on one of those episodes. I'll find somebody. Maggie said, listen on the way to and from work because she has a 4-hour commute. Great show. Thank you very much. Let's see. Ben wants me up during the trip. Yeah, man, just hit me up. I will try my best. Weekends clearly shot unless you're going to be at Destination D or House of Mouse. But we can try and do something during the week if possible. I love cookbooks. What's the title? Once again, Jody, it is Delicious Disney, Walt Disney World. Recipes and stories and pictures from the most magical place on earth. Really, really, really well written. Marcy did her homework. We bonded very much on this episode of the show. Kate Wallace said she dug it so much. Megan says, it's hard to listen to podcasts when my 3.5. I will tell you, WDW Radio podcasts, 4 out of 5 doctors recommend it to help your child fall asleep. The long, droning, dulcet tones of one Lou Mongello knocks your kid right out. Possibly you too. The cookbook is a great Christmas present, and if I was smart, I would have used my Shop Disney affiliate link, but I didn't, so Mazel Tov, just have fun. The sour cream waffles from Topolino. How have I not had that before? You want to know why? Because there's nobody nowhere who's willing to go to breakfast with me at Topolino's and maybe, God forbid, review it for the show. I'm just saying. Do I live stream anywhere other than Facebook? Over the years, I have gone through multiple platforms. Right now, this is sort of the platform du jour. I've tried multi-streaming to YouTube as well. I can't do it. It's literally impossible to do when I am out and about, and I don't want to sort of, one, do it only sometimes because I can't be live streaming to two phones at once, and it also, it's hard for me to sort of, there's a lot going on here to begin with in terms of production, but it's hard for me to focus on two conversations. So right now, it's on Facebook. I will only say that who knows what the future might bring. Kira also loved Alfredo's fettuccine, and I can still taste it because it's that heavy. It was no longer Epcot. It was so perfect, as well it should be. I love the Drunken Mussels at Raglan Road. I have not had that yet. What? Let me see. Karen says, it's amazing. I love the Yak and Yeti egg rolls. I agree. Fried rice, also agree. Citrus swirl, we're friends. Bacon and cheddar soup in Canada. Amazing ham, egg and cheese croissant in France. I could keep going. We're going to have to do maybe some kind of a poll in the group about our favorite. Well, I did, but I'm curious if there's anything that sort of rises to the top that is an overall fan favorite. Is it going to be a nation call before Thanksgiving? Carlos Bravo, I promise you, brother, I'm going to try my best to do one in the next couple of weeks before Thanksgiving on a weekday, again, just because my weekends are shot. And then I'm just going to sleep all of December. I am trying not to travel at all. I'm trying to reground and refocus and stuff up there that I need to work on. There's stuff on the there's new stuff on the whiteboard too. The ink literally not dry. Oh, and Becky's not here. I could talk about it, but I won't. So Kira says the music episodes are some of my favorites. Thank you very much. Scott, the dining plan's going to come back. Everything's going to come back. Some things I think are going to come back better than ever, and you may or may not see a new and in improved dining plan. Derek, this is awesome and weird at the same time. I'm still behind because I usually listen in the shower. God, my eyes. Okay. Well, I mean, unless you take a 4-hour shower, you're probably only on like show 150 if I'm doing the math. 15-minute shower, whatever. Doesn't matter. I need to really. Am I going to be in the parks on the 12th to 16th? I don't know when the last time I was in the parks, to be honest with you. Let me see. Let me quick. Lou looks like he's ready to drive the getaway car from a bank heist right after he finishes the podcast. Darren, you should see, especially when on the cooler months, I have, as long as I'm letting you peek behind the curtain, I literally have like a thinking hoodie. And I keep my thinking hoodie on, and it's up and it's down. And it's like, and there's only about this much of my face that you can see when I'm in like heavy duty thinking mode. I'm not kidding. I think I want to be buried in it because like that is like my most comfortable. I've had it for, I'll bet you I've had it for 30 years. Like, and I love it so very much. Again, more information than you paid for, but that's what you get coming here. Boma Breakfast, Jim O. I haven't had that in such a long time. A lot of love for Boma. How can we forget the bread service? We cannot. Although I almost have. You want to know why, Eric? Because I can't find anyone, no one, who's willing to say, hey, Lou, after a live show, what do you say? We'll go out together. And I'm laughing because I know many of you have said this to me before. I promise. December, I'm going to actually put on pants. I'm going to put on pants for the other events, I promise. Momentum, not that kind of event. And I will leave the house and get to do it. The Ooey Gooey toffee cake from Liberty Tree also have not had that in ages. Thoughts on video recording some of the podcasts. Ethan, it's something I've considered for years, but sometimes they don't always get recorded the same way. So if I'm here in studio, It's one thing if I'm doing something on Zoom. Sometimes people don't want to do video. They prefer just doing audio. But there's also times that I'm out and about in the parks. And again, same issue. I want to sort of be consistent. I don't want to say, yes, I'll be doing video. And then all of a sudden, a third of the shows aren't on YouTube because I'm recording them out. Sometimes they just don't translate the same way. But we'll see. I've done live ones before. I've done live recordings in the past. So again, there's a lot going on up on that whiteboard, so I want to be buried with the hoodie and with the white. Not that I plan on going anywhere soon, God forbid, but if so, there you go. And he says, it's little Kevin Feige. I wish I could be little Kevin Feige. Like top 10 people not related to me that I love in this world, Kevin Feige is so very high on the list. Kate Wallace you do need to get to Sanaa. And Katie McNamara, you get me. You know that Animal Kingdom Lodge, so far away, so much walking too. Aye. And Dave Rashoni, I know you did offer tonight, brother. Thank you. I love listening in the car. Shrimp and andouille, mac and cheese, and add lobster at Derek. So top 5 secret menu item options at the Boathouse, adding the lobster to the shrimp and andouille mac and cheese, worth every penny. The getting your lobster roll Manhattan style, which is not with the mayonnaise base, but just a pure butter. Aye, so good. Number 1, clearly you have to add the caramelized onions, the grilled onions to the filet sliders. So good. So good. I don't know what the other 2 are, but I'm sure I could come up with something. I do have a Kevin Feige going on. Hey, listen, I should only, like I said, I should only be. So, somebody mentioned it earlier. I wanted to announce it tonight. It actually popped up on the blog a little bit early. Spoiler alert, our WDW Radio Ornament Exchange is back again this year. We have had fun with this for so many years. Thank you. Shannon the Elf, if you are in here, this was your idea. This was your incarnation. You do so much to make this happen every year for the Ornament Exchange. We do a letter exchange. We've done pin exchanges. This is so much fun. If you sign up between now and November 27th, you only have until the 27th at wdwradio.com/exchange21. All you're agreeing to do is be paired up, sort of a mystery pen pal for an Ornament Exchange. I think the limit, I think we do every year is like $10, $15. I mean, it's very, very small limit. Some people, they go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs and they make ornaments or they buy more. That's completely up to you, but it is a great way to not just, to have fun and celebrate the spirit of the season, but it's one of those things that you and Shannon does, and you as a community and the clubhouse do, that create and fosters and nurtures such the special community that you have created. I'm going to talk about you at Momentum this weekend if I ever get these slides done. We'll see. I'm doing an entire discussion about community. You are going to be the topic of conversation. I did see something go by. Wait. Oi. Brazilian cheese bread at Skipper Canteen. If only somebody would go with me to Magic Kingdom and get, I haven't even seen any Christmas decorations yet. I haven't seen the tree trail. I haven't seen a Christmas tree. I think I still have Halloween decorations up at the house. Once I get through Momentum, then, yeah. Kim Dickies Davies says, I love the Boathouse. I was just there. I missed the lobster roll. They had a Contempo Cafe. My go-to is a filet mignon Oscar style at the boat. I have not had a bad. Do you know, Valerie, how many weeks it's been since I have had a funky chicken sandwich and an ube donut from Everglazed? It's been a lot. It has been a lot, and it makes me sad. It makes me sad. Disney Springs, I'm coming for you. I got an ornament in August that I would from Disney World for this exchange specifically. Amber Bramble planning ahead. Brava. And you can also, for the Ornament Exchange, you also can put in there, hey, my favorite character is this, my favorite, park. Sometimes your ornament pen pal will try and accommodate and get something that specifically fits your interest or your tree or your menorah, whatever. Ben says, I love the idea of the Ornament Exchange. It's all about the community. It is always all about the community. Always has been, always will be. And it's one of the things I'm going to talk about a lot at Momentum. And it doesn't matter, where the community is. It matters what you guys have built and continue to grow. Caleb Joshua Hill, I will be at Destination D. I don't know what I can share live as yet. I probably won't know until the weekend. So my answer to you is I will be there. I will go live if and when and as often as I can. It is the most vague lawyer answer I could possibly give you. But hey, my parents paid for 3 years of law school. I've got to put some of it to use somewhere. That's about the extent of my lawyering right there. That very evasive answer. Julie Voris says, OMG, I am so excited for Momentum. OMG, the only person that's more excited, and by excited I mean petrified and exhausted and panic-stricken, is me. But I can't wait to meet you in person. And Julie's actually going to do an Energizer walk. I have a feeling Julie's going to be like, okay, Momentum people, that's it. It's break time. Get up. You're going to act. I don't even know if I have stretchy pants that will stretch that much for what Julie's probably going to bring. So we'll see. But I can't wait to see you and meet you there. Karen is getting so. You know the rules, Karen. Don't ever listen if you're hungry. We have a Boathouse reservation soon. What should I get? Ben, that could be an entire episode. But I would get a seafood tower, the crab and avocado, the tuna tower with avocado, the truffle fries, the tacos, the shrimp and andouille mac and cheese, the filet sliders, and the coriander seared tuna. And then I would finish it delicately off with the blueberry crumb cheesecake. Tell them Lou sent you. Boom. Chris Shepard, can't wait to see you at Momentum as well. By the way, I love the whole magic trick that you did in the Momentum group. Really great way to introduce yourself to some of the other attendees, and thank you. The Funky Chicken is life-changing. Chris Shepard, guess what? Come closer. The Hilton is right across the street from Disney Springs. It is literally steps. It's a lot of steps, but it's steps away from said Funky Chicken. There's always a method to my madness. There's a reason why I picked the hotels in Disney Springs to do my events. So we buy extra ornaments each trip for this. Don't be nervous. It isn't my first rodeo. But Chris, I'm literally rewriting my presentation. Like I'm rewriting from the ground up tonight. I don't know why. I was going down this path. I was 93.7% done. And then I had this idea. And I'm like, oh, let's completely abandon that idea and start from scratch. And we're going to tell a story this way. And yeah, it's going to be a long couple of days leading up to Momentum. Matt, I would love to come back to Pittsburgh. I just need a reason to, like a speaking opportunity, because usually what I do is around a speaking opportunity, I'll usually extend before and after and try and do like an on-the-road event. It's been too long. And I was out in, I think the closest I've been was like Latrobe, Pennsylvania a few years ago. Although I did visit the Pittsburgh airport in the snow. Doesn't matter. All right, let's see. Have I had the truffles? Billy, look at me. Of course I've had the truffle fries. Top 3 teenage attractions. My son has grown up since our last planned trip, and I need to head back. I should probably ask a teenager, but I'm going to throw out things like Expedition Everest. I will throw out Tower of Terror. I will throw out Space Mountain. And I will very soon throw out the Tron coaster. Heather Shear was at the Latrobe. That was so much fun. I literally expected. So they were very nice to drive me over. It was called like the Pickle Place or something that literally opened up for us on a day that they were closed. I'm like, these poor people are going to be here. It's going to be like me, maybe like one other dude, and like the person that drove me here. And so many of you came out. It was such a heartwarming, humbling, and wonderful experience. I still remember it to this day. And they had really good food, too. They were so nice. Everybody was so nice there. Maggie says, my teen would say Rock and Roller Coaster, which I had, Rise of Resistance, Expedition Everest. I was pretty close. I did okay for a non-teenager person. Gosh, it's 8:00 already. All right. I can't, I really, like, so much to do. If you have any, I said ask me anything, but I mean, we're just sort of talking about a little bit of everything instead of anything. Gosh, there was something else I wanted to mention to you guys too, and I can't remember what it was. We talked about the Ornament Exchange, Delicious Disney. We are going to do, hopefully next week, we'll do an Eternals discussion. So if you haven't seen it, go see it. Don't talk about it here. Kenyon, I have not seen Squid Game. The only thing that I've watched, other than falling asleep to Seinfeld reruns at stupid o'clock at night, is I watched Muppet Haunted Mansion with my son, like on a Saturday night at 11 o'clock. There's a lot that I need to catch up on, and I haven't. And that's what December is for. I am going to take a little bit. I'm telling myself this now. We'll see if it actually comes true. I'm going to take a little bit of downtime to watch. Shabrey, it is not. This is just a plain old black. I actually thought I was going to grab there's a beautiful Avengers hat that I got from Avengers Campus, Spider-Man, Pim Test Kitchen. Oh, how I miss you so. But I just went basic black tonight. So I know you're not used to seeing me in a hat. So, but my toque is over there drying. So that's why I needed to cover all the bald spots. So Bro says, Chris says, bro, you'll be fine. I have all the confidence in you for the weekend all nighter. Chris, I hope you feel that same way on Monday. I think we're going to have a lot of fun. I think it's going to be a very interesting group of conversations this weekend. Loved Haunted Mansion, says Billy. I agree. I think it's some of the best Muppet stuff that we've seen in a long time, because I think they were sort of missing the mark on a lot of Muppet content. I also think there was a lot of missed opportunities with Muppet content or lack thereof. I'm hoping that this is starting to take us in a new direction. Michael Ruffin, how you doing, brother? I got your message. I'm going to try and see you when you're here. I look forward to you coming. What is my all-time favorite Disney food? I have to really think about that because I don't want to insult any of my past meals or restaurants. I don't know. Like, it's like, what's the flavor of the week? Like right now, I don't know why I'm loving, and it was the coriander seared tuna at Boathouse. Now I'm on a filet slider kick for whatever reason. I know what the reason is. I mean, they're delicious. My all-time favorite food. I have to really, really think about that. You know what? Give me about 6 months to do a little bit of research. Let me sort of hunt and peck around and try a few things. That chicken sugo rigatoni, oy vey, at Topolino. Good Gandhi, that's delicious. Top 5 hats you could buy in the parks. The next show idea. I've sort of, as part of my sort of minimalism type movement, I'm down to like 4 hats. Giants, Yankees, Avengers, Spider-Man, basic black, done. And a couple I just sort of keep away for sentimental reasons. So frothy ramen is really good too. Gosh, I would love some delicious Japanese soba noodles right now. Although I did order, there may be food waiting for me downstairs. I ordered tonight. So Bill Swan digs the slider. Bill, I feel you, brother. They are so, so good. Tom, have I ever stayed in the Treehouse Villas? So I did. Actually, it's a funny story. I remember one time I stayed. Like, I've stayed before, but one time, like the first time we were going, I'm trying to think by how. I mean, it was mid 70s, whatever it was, and we went in, and there was a lot of different dynamics going on. But my mother saw like a spider or a cicada or one of those giant, like 5-foot water cockroaches we get in Florida. We didn't end up sleeping at the Treehouse Villas that night. We ended up going to the Polynesian from there. But in time, I did actually go back and have stayed a few. And it's one of those places in Walt Disney World that makes you forget that you're in a Disney like in a manufactured theme park. I think that does it really well. I think Wilderness Lodge does it well. I think there are areas of Animal Kingdom Lodge that give you that same feeling. Same thing like with Fort Wilderness, but it's a unique experience staying there. Maybe we'll have to do maybe we'll get a Treehouse Villa one night. If only there was I tried to take my glasses off twice. If only there was a sponsor, somebody who would maybe let me stay in a Treehouse Villa. I will do a live show from there, and then me and that sponsor would do, because she probably doesn't even remember, we would do one of our resort reports about the Treehouse Villas, which might be beneficial to those listening who might want to book it. If only. Now I'm even looking at the other window. If only there was someone, any sponsor. I mean, not any sponsor. I mean, I'm not, that would be willing to do that. Maybe even in December. Maybe even in December. No. You know what? Strike that. Reverse it. Because December, I think my sponsor should say, you know what, Lou? You should go stay in a Fort Wilderness cabin because it's beautiful this time of year. And on a Wednesday night, you could do your golf cart tour of the Christmas decorations. Somebody not email me and CC Becky on what I think are brilliant ideas. Fort Wilderness cabin in December. Treehouse Villas in, forget November. November is not. Treehouse Villas in January or February. Resort report. Good content. Lots of fun. Had by all. This is like, maybe this is my thinking hat. I only have my thinking hoodie on. Only if there are adult beverages available, says Melanie Jones. I'm looking forward to seeing you as well. Shannon King, I cannot wait. Oh, it's Shannon the Elf. Wait, we were just talking about you and I hope, were you here for the very fun discussion of the Ornament Exchange? Thank you, love you, appreciate you. But to answer your question, yes, I am planning on going to see the new Cirque show next week. Wait, I am going to see it. I don't know when. I obviously can't go live from there, but I'll go live before and after. I'm going in a week. I think a week. A week from tomorrow. Wait, take that back. I think I'm going a week from, I don't know. Clearly, my brain es muy mush. Yes, I am going next Thursday. So there's the answer to your question. I will be there next Thursday. I can't wait. Let's see. We're ever taken a backstage tour of an attraction with the lights on. So I've never been able to do the Haunted Mansion one. I've never really been. I've walked off Pirates, but like only one time, and the exit was right there. No, I've actually never been, and that doesn't bother me that I haven't. I have seen backstage of the War Wagon over at American Adventure. If you've never done Backstage Magic, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. I'll bet you, I'm going to go out on a limb. I will bet you that our friends over at Mouse Fan Travel can even help book something like that for you if and when you book your vacations with them. Just saying. So Becky's not even here, and I'm saying nice things about Becky. And yet, forget it. Shannon King, tonight all the questions are tough for me. Look at me. Every question that I'm getting is tough. Chris Shepard walked off poo last week. I've walked on poo. I've never walked off poo. Is Crystal Palace going to be bringing back their breakfast buffet? Steve, I know nothing, but if I was a betting man and no matter what the Vegas odds would be, I would take that bet. And I think that you're going to see that probably very, very soon. Sooner rather than later. You're going to start seeing buffets coming back. What just opened? Where did I just see a buffet that was completely open? Again, brain, mush, redoing presentation from ground up. So, yeah, bear with me. So, all right, I'll take a couple more questions and then we will call it a night. So much time, so little to do. I'm going to probably get some dinner and then get back to my keynote. So, let me me see. Taking my daughter for a Monorail Resort lounge tour for the 21st. What order should we go round? I don't think there's any bad. So you know what? I take that back. This is how I would do it. And not just because this is the order they are on the monorail, but I would go retro. I'd go contemporary first. Then I would go to Polynesian for a little, taste of Polynesia. And then I would end a little elegantly. Like I would end my night elegantly at Enchanted Rose. And that's how I would that's how I would do it. So I would start at I would start at Outer Rim, work my way down to Steakhouse 71. So good, by the way. If only, never mind. Then I'd go up to California Grill for a rooftop cocktail. I would go over to Trader Sam's. Since you're not going to get in, I would then walk back outside and go to the outside lounge, which is just as nice, especially if the weather's nice and they're playing the live Polynesian music there. I would then hop on said monorail, or better yet, even take a boat for your monorail crawl and finish off. Actually, you could finish off at the bar at Citrico's, which has some great cocktails and mocktails, and then end off at Enchanted Rose. Boom. Done. Let me see. Boma is full buffet. There you go. If only, you know what? I would love to go and live review a buffet now that they're back, especially at a place like Boma. Probably after, I just need to find somebody, because reviewing a buffet by myself would be weird and lonely-ish. Okay, what is your favorite PowerPoint slide transition? So I'm a Keynote guy. Kenyon, I try and keep my slides very clean. I try and keep my slide transitions clean. I think slides as a presenter should not be the focus. I think the focus should be on the presenter, and the slides are there to assist, but I don't care about transitions and graphics and all kinds of and I've seen slides just loaded with text, nobody's coming to hear you speak so they could read your slides. And I know different people have different slide presentation delivery styles, and there's no right way, but that's how I try and do it. So I don't get too fancy with transitions and flowy text and explosion, although the explosion and the sort of flame thing is pretty cool too. But not a lot of flames in my presentations, except if it's a dumpster fire this week. But again, we'll see. This is the fear. Oh my goodness, look who popped in. Becky Menken, aren't you on a cruise or a plane or a yacht or some sort of, you're somewhere. Isn't Becky's not, are you really Becky Menken? Because you're not here. You're supposed to, you've been everywhere but here and there. So, do I ever watch old Wonderful Disney programs? No, but I would if I could, but I can't. Can you just show up to the Citrico's bar? Kate, I believe you can. I believe you can go, if there's availability, I think you can go to the bar. You might even have access. And a lot of places, Boathouse, Space 220, if there is availability at the bar/lounge, you can just walk up and you have access to the full menu. And oftentimes you have access to the lounge menu. Good Lord, top 10 lounge review. If only, she's screaming right now, if only there was somebody who would get off the ship and out of the concierge lounge. And I've been waiting for years. I have literally, here. Oh no, here it is. I have a folder full of research for my top 10 lounge review. I'm just waiting on Becky. She's losing her marbles, and it's so much fun. Maybe someone has Boma reservations that I can join. My email is lou@wdwradio.com. You can message me on Facebook. My phone number is 73. We'll talk offline. Let's see. Always a fan of. I am a fan of bullet points as well, Mark. Although we'll see after tonight what my slides look like. They could be a hot mess. So, stop sucking up to Becky with the email shows. Why am I dressed as an undercover? I guess if I was taller, more muscular, handsome, etc., I would have some sort of a Bucky Barnes look going on. Alas, I do not. This is just the guy who found out that 7:30 crept up on him really, really fast. I want to take Alex Bramble to Space 220. He's all about space right now. It is so good. I really, really like Space 220. I am going to do a live review. I really do need to find anybody who will go with me. And I'm going to give you a bit of a spoiler alert. The buffalo cauliflower is so good. It is so, so good. And I know that there's no meat on there, and I still enjoy it, like, a lot. Connor Brown, who is not only going to be at said Momentum, he might actually be speaking at Momentum. Is he allowed to speak? Is he actually allowed to speak, or is the restraining order? I'll read the restraining order and then see. But Connor Brown is going to be there too, and he says, "I love getting a spot at the bar at Homecoming. Such a great way to eat at a super popular place without a reservation. If only there was some way, any way, that the speakers would go to Homecoming this weekend." Let's see. Becky says she's going to be there, and I'm going to be there in 2 weeks. Connor Brown says I can speak. The judge ruled on that yesterday. Nice. Congratulations. Congratulations, and I feel sorry for your parents. Aaron would love to do a top 10 lounge review. Been in too many. Aaron, you know what would be really funny? If I did a top 10 lounge review without Becky, the murder of me that would happen. I mean, we could get one more in there. I'm not saying that you couldn't be part of it because Becky can only drink so much. Actually, that's not true. I've never actually seen her hit her. Whatever. But maybe we'll be in touch. And it was nice running into you at the Polynesian whenever that was. I've lost all track of time, not just in general, but clearly tonight when I said it was going to be a short show. Please give him a fake hit on the head for us. I'm assuming you're talking about me and not Connor Brown. I would never strike Connor Brown. Bill Swan said, had a great time at Space 220 during race weekend. Super excellent seating and service. I agree wholeheartedly. I have been there two or three times, somewhere in between. I've been there 2.3 times, and I've really, really liked it. I really, really enjoyed my experiences both time there. So I'm happy to see other people are enjoying it as well. And it's experiential dining. As I wonder if they have any. Wait, I think there is. By the way, one of the things I love about this book, and I have no skin in the game. Like, I am not getting anything to say this. I just really like this book. They have an index in the back, not just of recipes, but of the sources. So I can go to Epcot and I can look up, Space 220. No, but I know that there's Space 220. I saw, oh yeah, there's an entire section about Space 220. Here, I'll read it to you. Space 220 takes its inspiration from the Epcot Pavilion it sits beside, Mission Space. But while the attraction focuses on the rigors of astronaut training, Space 220 presents an amazing cauliflower block. Now I'm just making stuff up. I mean, it said most of that until I got to the cauliflower broccoli, because I am a man of singular mind who is famished, by the way. I haven't really eaten as much as I'm supposed to be to keep all this buoyancy up. So when does the Festival of the Holidays menu come out, Shannon? It's got to be soon. It's got to be you know what? I'm going to reach out to one of the head chefs I know of the festivals, and I will ask him, and I will try and get an exact answer for you. Becky said, I have to get back to Sin City. Miss all you guys, what's with the hat? You don't want to see what's going on underneath here. It's not pretty. The coif, it's not coiffed. But now I'm trying to think like I'm trying to, I'm going for my Bucky Barnes look or Steve Rogers look. That's not a good look either. See? Give me the recipe for Flavors of Fire steak on corn fritter with, oh God, I love a good corn fritter. I love good. Now you're making me hungry. And I think with that, it is my time. It is my cue to go ahead and get something to eat. Typhoon Lagoon is opening back up. Not anytime. It's not going to open up in the winter. They're not. I would very, very highly doubt that you'll see a winter opening, just because the weather can change so drastically. So, a couple of last reminders. Again, don't forget to please check out this week's podcast, Delicious Disney Recipes and Stories from Walt Disney World. I had Pam and Marcy Carricker Smothers come on. Really had a fun conversation. And stay tuned to this week's show and enter the trivia contest, and you will win said copy. This one right here, signed by not just Pam, not just Marcy, but Chef Art Smith. I'm now thinking about the fried chicken and the deviled eggs. I can't wait to see you this weekend. So please go and check it out. And please, if you can, help spread the word. Tell others about it as well. Our Ornament Exchange is going on right now. Sign up between now and November 27th to be part of one of the most fun, enjoyable, holiday spirit-filling things that we do. Everybody is welcome to participate, and please, and I am going to participate in it as well. I always love doing the Ornament Exchange. A couple other quick reminders as long as we're talking about getting together. Don't forget our Marvel Day at Sea Cruise. Yeah, you can still come on that. If you can't make it in February, that's cool, because you can come on the Disney Wish in June. Speaking of Christmas, we're going to do our very Merry Time cruise on the Disney Wish in December. And then I've wanted to do this one for a long, long time. Our 8-night overnight in Bermuda and Bahama cruise from Port Canaveral. And then stay tuned. If you haven't gotten your, I actually have to update the slide. If you're interested in going on the Galactic Star Cruiser, you can contact your Mouse Fan travel agent. And also, don't forget that in 2 weeks, I'll be at and live from the House of Mouse Expo, not far from Walt Disney World. So if you are local, if you're going to be in town, come on out. It is a lot of fun. Go to WDWRadio.com/House of Mouse to find out more and get your tickets there. What else? I guess that's really about it. Don't forget, again, hang on. Don't forget. Wait for it. Where is it? What did I do? Oh, I think I deleted. I zigged when I should have zagged. I deleted something I shouldn't have. That's okay. Thank you. I love you. I appreciate you. So very much. If there's anything I can do to help you, please let me know. Don't forget, in addition to the podcast and the live video, come and be part of the community over in the WDW Radio Clubhouse. Please do me a favor. When we're done tonight, help spread the word by tagging and inviting a friend or shooting them a message or an email and inviting them to join this incredible community that you are part of. We're going to talk about Eternals next week on the show. In the meantime, you can come over and chat about it over in the spoiler support group. And huge thanks. None of this is possible without you as a member, not just of the community and the family, but as part of the WDW Radio Nation. To find out how you can help the show for as little as $1 a month, and in turn, help our Dream Team project and the Make-A-Wish Foundation of America, go to WDWRadioNATION.com. By the way, huge thanks also to everybody who tuned in last night from the Give Kids the World Village and then the kickoff of their Night of a Million Lights. You can find out more information about it and a replay of the video both in the clubhouse and in the group in the page on Facebook. And you can also find out how you can get tickets by going to the blog over at WDWRadio.com. It is not just an amazing way to see dancing lights, thank you Jennings Osborne, but a special, miraculous place that has so much meaning and has done so much for so many families. And a lot of that is thanks to you, because by helping the Dream Team, you are directly helping families get there. And I will tell you, make a difference in their lives. And I said it last night in case you missed it. We've talked about this for years. Some of you actually asked me about this. We are going to do, so you're able to volunteer, and I encourage you to volunteer at Give Kids the World. but we are going to do a WDW Radio Group Volunteer Day in 2022, probably in the early part of 2022. I don't have any dates. I don't have a save the date for you, but stay tuned. I just want to sort of plant the seed that we will be doing that, and more importantly, we will be doing it together, because that's what this is all about. None of this would matter if it wasn't for you. And I mean you individually, and I mean all of you collectively. I love you so very much. Flames from the side of my face, the love that I feel for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Thank you for this community and this family that you've made and the life that you have given me, and in turn, been able to share with all of us. If there's anything I can do for you, please let me know. If you're going to be at Momentum this weekend, I cannot wait to see you. Otherwise, this week's show will probably be late because of Momentum, but I will definitely see you next week on the live show. Possibly, wait. Ooh, I don't know why I forgot about this. Possibly from a super, super secret location that you've probably never been to before. I will say there's a 94% chance, 97% chance you've never been to this location in Walt Disney World before. And I will leave you with that, and my love, and my gratitude. So until next time, see ya.
Welcome aboard Spaceship Earth. Journey with us now to the dawn of recorded time.
Like a grand and miraculous spaceship, our plan is to sail through the universe of time. And for a brief moment, we have been among its passengers. But where are we going? And what kind of future will we discover there? Surprisingly, the answers lie in our past. Since the dawn of recorded history, we've been inventing the future one step at a time. So let's travel back in time together.